Hello, everybody. Today is uh, Calpheon's Ecology Part 7, and today I want to talk about the Catfishman slash Lake Kaia, the Mansha Forest, and the Rhutums. I think that's how you say it. Not sure, but I like how I say it. Anyways, so the Catfishman. Have an idea? Ah, I didn't want to do that. So we have an idea where I'm at. So here's the Mansha Forest. Here are the Rhutums. Here's Calpheon City. And where my horse is at, that's where I'm at. Here's the main road that goes along here. I like to park it over here and then come down the ramp. Come down and start here. So, Lake Kaia. And here we want the fat catfishman, otter fisher, the fisher, the regular catfishman, the elite fisher, the light armored warrior, and the Witmirth. I think that's how you say it. But then you have the objects too. You have the meat and the rotten fish. The water strider and the jellyfish, they're actually on the water, but you have to use your matchlock. You have to use the rifle. You cannot. I've tried this. I'm not 100% sure, but I got my knowledge right away as soon as I used the rifle. Not attacking it at all. Never got anything. Alright, so fat catfishmen, these big guys. Yeah, those are the fat catfishmen. Then you have your regular catfishmen, which are just these guys with the, uh, these are like spear slash harpoons. Not sure. So that's them. And then you have the fisher, which has a basket with fish on their back. Now there is an elite fisher, this guy here. The difference between the two, from what I see, is size. So the elite fisher is bigger, but then it walks around as well, while the other ones just stand still. This guy is actually not walking, but he was. So then you have the light armored warrior, which is characterized by the shield, the bluish shield on his back. There's one here, and somebody killed the other. Oh well. So let's go over this way. So here's another one, the shield. And then there's your Witmirth. It's like I think it's like maybe the wizard of the catfishman, because he has looks like a harpoon slash staff. He's got spikes on his back, bigger in size as well. Then you have the otter fisher, this little guy with a big basket on his back. Poor thing. All right, then I have my shark suit on so I can swim fast. So I'm gonna go in the middle here on to the island, because the islands, that's where the meat is. You'll find the rotten fish in other areas, not just the islands, but the meat only over here. So the rotten fish is these this I don't know what you call pillar, these sticks with hanging fish. And then you have the fish over the fire cooking, and that's the meat. So you have this one. This next island here does not have any. This this is not it. But the next one I believe does. So while you're here, you see the jellyfish and the water striders. So grab your gun, load it, and then boom. There's one, and get your knowledge. Okay. Next, I'm gonna go to the Mansion Forest. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, I'm at the Mansha. Mansha is a pretty small list, fortunately. So starting with the creatures, we have the Mansha Javelin Thrower and the Warrior, and then the Ogre. And then we have the objects, the Mansha Trap and the Lightning Trap. So the Javelin Thrower and the Warrior and the Ogre. So after I was done with the Catfishman, I followed the road again, and you pass that one bridge, and you turn left as if you were going to Trent. There's this area with all these quests. Grab those quests, leave your horse here, that's pretty safe, and then get in the forest itself. Okay, so the Javelin Thrower are these guys dressed in red with Javelin, and the Warriors are these guys with the bark gear on, has some green helmets. Okay, so there's only two guys, so the Javelin Thrower is the one with the red uh, clothes and the javelins, and the rest is Warrior. The Ogres, well, they are like really big ogres that you may find them around. Sometimes they're not up. It's not the big dude up here. If you see on your mini map the big like boss field. Let me see if I can show you real quick. That's a different ogre. Do not get that one. Okay. Just go around the forest and see if you can find the ogres. I know there was one here earlier. There's one. So that's your ogre. And you can get ogre rings from it, but I guess it's rare. Okay. Okay, now the traps and the lightning traps. So the regular traps are gonna be on the ground. The spikes sticking up. See if we can. Oh, here's one. Mansha trap. So the lightning traps. If you remember my video where I talk about the bandits, there's these traps on top of the trees that are hard to see. Once you get closer, they disappear from sight, and they will just simply drop on you. So it's kind of like the same thing. You need to be looking up on the trees because it's hanging from the trees. And as you get closer, if you're fast enough, it will take a while to disappear. Get close to the tree that has the trap and then just swing your weapon because it's going to come down to you. I was trying to see if I can find some examples to show you. There's one right above me. Right here. Okay, so you see how it disappeared? And it becomes targetable, like the air is targetable. So that's another way of knowing there's a trap there. Okay, so next I'm gonna go to Rhutums. See you there. So I'm going to leave my horse in the same area, um, near the Manshas, because it's right in between the Rhutums and the Manshas. So I'm gonna leave my horse here to grab the quest for the Rhutums, and this time you're gonna go on the opposite side. So go across the creek, and this is where the Rhutums will be up top. So here, looking for the Rhutum Archer, the Wizard, the Elite Warrior, the Fighter, the Soldier, the Elite Archer, the Elite Brawler. All the other ones are um, objects, so we'll get to it later. So go up this hill here, and you start seeing these guys. So the archer has a bow on his back and feathers, like a helmet with some feathers. Okay. The soldier is very simple guy, but not much gear on top and machete on the back. So kind of like naked on the chest. The wizard has a staff on his back and some feathers around his neck. The elite warrior has gear on and a shield. But from what I noticed, the elite warriors, they stand on the same spot. They do not walk around or move. So the guys with the shield on their hands and an axe on their back are the elite warriors. Then if you see the bigger dudes, these guys here are slightly darker in color. These are the fighters. And now we need the elite archer and the elite brawler. So moving to the actual citadel, you want to go farther in. And use a good example. This is the elite archer. So just like the regular archer has feathers on his head, but this one has a lot more feathers. And he's got gear on his body too. While, for example, here comes an archer. He's only got a couple feathers, no gear really, just pants. While the elite is better geared. Then the brawler is yet another big dude. So here's one coming up. He's got some helmet in the shape of a skull. He's a violent guy, so energetic, it says. With a shield on his back, big dude. There's one here. There are about like 3 or 4. Should be another one around here. Usually, yep. There's 2 actually. There's one in the cave as well. Oh, and there's another one over there. Alright. Next, we want the objects. So, the sculpture, the ration, the flag, the tower, the cannon, the prison, and the hut. I don't know if you noticed that I was getting attacked by these arrows. So see these towers? And along the walls too of the citadel, you see the towers. Those are the Rhutum towers. The sculptures. So are these guys that look like the dummies? Yeah, they are like fighting dummies. The flags. So here's a flag in a corner. The cannons kind of spread as well, but here are some cannons. They're like, see the green flags. And you'll start seeing these huts, these round huts. So these are what you need. And you also see the ration, like the drums and such. Those are ration. And then we need the prison. The prison is in the back. There's some. So These are all captive prisons. Not every prison is attackable, so keep that in mind. Okay. So that's it for the Rhutums, and that's it for this video. So the next um, will be the last video for the Calpheon ecology. So stay tuned. Bye, guys.